Alright guys, and we're back with our fifth video in the series of a closer look at items sold at canteenshop.com by Rob. Item we have here is the Gadget pouch. It's got MOLLE strappings on the back. I really want to give you guys a real close-up look at this thing and let you see just how much this thing can hold and how monstrous this guy is, because you know, I wish I would have had a video to look at when I went to get one of these, because I had intentions to use this as something else, but when I saw how big this thing actually was, I quickly had to change my mind. My thoughts for getting this item was to make a everyday carry EDC to keep on my belt. And this thing weighs in at 5 3/4 inch tall, 3.5 inches wide, and 3.5 inches deep. It is an awesome size for maybe like a possibles pouch. But what I did was I loaded this up with a everyday carry type situation that I already have, that I carry in a small backpack. Just little odd and end items that I use. Maybe I'll do a video on that some other time. And I wore this on my belt for 2 or 3 days, and it was just monstrous. It totally got in the way. I beat around and banged it, just constantly, you know, bugged the crap out of me. I know it sounds like I'm talking down about this thing, but that was as an EDC kit that I wore on my belt every day in the city, going to the gas station, going to the grocery store, you know, swinging by, finishing up stuff at school and whatnot. So as an EDC to carry, you know, in the city, this bugged the crap out of me. But if you wanted to use this as, let's say, like a possibles pouch or something for in the woods, this thing would be great. My first thoughts when I opened this bad boy up, when I got it from the canteen shop, was camera bag. This thing would be an awesome, heavy duty, very good quality, very protective camera bag. For those of you guys, I know, like Kevin Blugget, I know he uses a digital camera, a high-res digital camera that actually has a nice video function. I know he uses that, and first thoughts, immediate thoughts when I saw this was, this thing would make an awesome camera bag. It's got a larger back pouch with a zipper on it that your camera could fit in, plus it's got room for you know, your memory cards and your extra batteries and, you know, different items like that. So that was my immediate first thoughts, was camera bag. And then you know, I don't really have that kind of use for it. I use a little bit larger video camera that wouldn't fit in this pack, and I already have a decent carrying option for it. So my next thoughts were to replace something in my kit that I use, an older item. And with that, I started looking around, and I have an old GI pouch that I use for my fire kit. So what I thought about doing, and what I did, was I replaced the GI pouch with this guy. And I've used this for about 2 weeks now. Carried it in the woods a couple times, and I love the thing. I've already got some wear and tear. I've already been beating it up, and it's awesome. This is my full-blown fire kit, and I'm gonna open it up, show you basically the contents of my fire kit, and at the same time give you some better ideas of just how large this guy is and how much it can really hold. First off the top, you got a zipper pouch. The zipper pouch extends the length of this front flap area. In there I have some cheapo fire fuel squares. They're actually grill starters. Cable Guy Ken did a video review on these. These things work great. They're just a cheap option for the wet fire cubes. These things do float. They will burn sitting on top of the water. They don't burn as long, probably not as hot, but they do work. And you know, you can submerge them in water and just dry them off. It doesn't matter. They're still light. Will light with a ferro rod. These things are great. They're really thin. I have 2 or 3 stuck down in this zipper pouch here. You could easily stick memory cards or anything like that down inside of this thing. And I'm actually going to zoom out just a little bit here. Sorry guys. So you can get kind of a better picture. So you undo the buckle in the front, a nice bit of Velcro. It's got a Velcro strap that runs a good 4 inches, so you could Velcro just at the tip top here, as long as your buckle will reach. You know, if the buckle didn't reach, you know, not a big deal, because it's still Velcro. That's still, I'm pulling up on that, and that's still pretty tough to, you know, rip open. So you got a nice big solid piece of Velcro. You have retention straps here. It's elastic. Pull back your little slider here. These guys are elastic, so you give it some slack on either side. Give you a close-up look at that. You just release this compression little plunger thing here, and this is like shock cord, and it runs through behind the Velcro through to the other side, and what it does is it cinches down this front pocket to make it smaller. So show you what I have in there real quick. I have a small Ziploc bag of just some items I picked up. There's a seed pod in there that I know for sure lights up really well. There's some jute twine and some dryer lint. So just some odd and end things that I just pick up or, you know, find laying around, whatever. Can use for natural tinder. Then I have, this is actually where I carry my signaling mirror. I have a large signaling mirror. It's got a foam core pad that it came wrapped up in. All I did was wrap that with duct tape, and yes, this is tie-dye duct tape. I asked my mom for some duct tape one time, and this is what she gave me. So I guess she was just trying to be funny, I don't know. But it is actual name brand duct tape. Works like a charm. I don't care what it looks like. I just covered everything with duct tape to make it last longer, and then here in the center section I gave it a double wrap duct tape. This is a very large, like 5.5 inch mirror. Let me get an actual measurement on that real quick. Yep, I was right. 5.5 inches, and it is 3¼ inches wide. So you got 5.5 inches by 3¼ inches, and there's still a room on either side, and that easily fits inside that front pouch. So you can kind of see, kind of get an idea just how big of an item will fit down in that front pocket. That's a full-blown survival mirror. You know, signaling mirror. That's where I keep that. Here I keep, these are some wipes that are used for cleaning glass on cameras. I am a photographer, do have a really nice camera, do try to keep the lenses clean. These are alcohol based though, so that is why I keep them in my fire kit. Very rarely do I actually have to use one of these in the field for my camera. There are actually 1 or 2 in my camera bag, so they're close by. But I have an abundance of these, so you know, why not carry 2 of them? They're so thin, you know, you never even know they're there. But I just throw those in there. 1 spark of the ferro rod, you got instant flame. Just another carry option. Let me show you what we got here. We've got the main pocket, which is where everything I've pulled out thus far is located. In that main pocket, you have a smaller side pocket here in the front for like pens and pencils or whatnot. I actually have a Fresnel lens inside there. And you know, just something really small, really lightweight. Second option I have, there's a back pocket back here, and Cable Guy Ken already did a review on these things. These are also sold at canteenshop.com. These are the fuel gels, and you know, these things are the, I don't know if it gives an ounce on here, I don't have it wrote down anywhere. I think it's like 3¼ 3.5 ounces of fuel gel. I'll be doing a video on these later, trying to see if the Strike Force will light these. Ken had problems with his LMF Fire Steel starting it, and Rob actually started it using his FN1.